Here we go. Now we definitely have audio, I'm pretty sure. Yes, no. Okay, confirmed. Cool. Alright, so what we are doing today is we're going to play some more Minecraft with ray tracing because there's a new update for SEUS. I haven't made a video for this yet because I have been at school literally for 48 hours this week, and that's not including today. So we are going to, we're just going to play a new one, okay? I haven't really done anything in this one, but I spawned next to a village, and I didn't want it to look like I had set this up. So we are going to delete that. Actually, I'm going to keep that for now. But we're going to create a new world for the RTX stream. World options. No, we don't need to play with any of that. So go ahead and get started with it. We're just going to play survival. This is the new 1.13 SEUS shaders. So it's the ray tracing that you saw in my previous video, but it is on 1.13. Which means we have the ocean update, of course, and already off the bat we have some pretty great sand generation here. Okay, so we have the ocean update, so we spawn right next to an ocean. How convenient. So basically I'm just going to play through a normal survival mode gameplay and just let you see how... I already got a turtle, cool. Just how these shaders look. Vanilla shaders, there's no texture pack, or not vanilla shaders, this is the SEUS shaders, but the vanilla texture pack. I had a couple requests saying that I should probably put a new texture pack on here, but I wasn't sure how I was going to maintain a stream with SEUS and the texture packs. This is already probably melting my computer. If the fans are getting on your nerves, let me know. I don't believe anybody's really watching yet, but that's okay. I'll work on that later, I guess. For now, we're just going to play some Minecraft survival, I guess. If anybody pops in and says something, I'll interact with them. So we still got the standard crafting in this update. Don't have all that crazy stuff from 14 yet. I'm just gonna get this wood collection scaled up. Already hearing the zombies, which is a little bit annoying because it's supposed to be daytime. Haven't had a nighttime yet. I guess there's probably a cave underneath me right here, like directly underneath me, because that's the only way they could have spawned so far, if I'm correct. Man, this sunlight just looks pretty realistic through these trees. There was supposed to be some sunlight bleed issues in the previous update, but it looks like that's all solved in this. There was some patch notes saying that Sonic had fixed that. So I'm excited to see how that'll happen in the house that we built, because I remember building a house and finding little corners of light leaking through edges, which kind of, I mean, it was cool when you blocked off sections of, like, area where light could bleed through your roof, and then it was just completely pitch black in your house, and you had to light it up your own, all on your own. But with the light bleed, you would have little corners of your house that were just lit up, and it kind of ruined the experience because that light, of course, then bounced if you had more bounces on, and then lit up the inside of your house artificially, which was kind of, I mean, I would say immersion breaking, but it is Minecraft, so, but it was a little bit annoying. Oh wow, we already got some coal there. That's super useful. That'll speed things up quite a bit. Let's go ahead and do this then. I'm not even gonna bother mining the coal just yet. I'm gonna go ahead and skip straight to a stone pickaxe because nobody likes using a wood pickaxe. Just don't last long enough. Alright, so we got that sorted out. We can just drop that in the water. It'll eventually disappear, right? So here we already got our stone and our coal. We can go ahead and make a furnace and get everything else cooked as we need it. Got some sugar cane off in the distance here as well. Good. Some good start. I already saw some cows too, which means we'll get to enchanting a little bit quicker than most survival playthroughs. The only thing that could be better than that, I guess, would be finding a village, right? Hi, Brennan. Not quite real life, but yeah, it's getting there. I guess it showed you a notification that I was streaming. That's interesting. I wonder if it'll do that for all subscribers then. The chat requires you to build a fancy house. Well, you know how I feel about fancy houses, Brandon. Probably just build a stone shack and call it a day. But if you require it, I will try. I will try my best. My voice is low, huh? Okay. How about now? That should give you a little bit more mic volume. That probably was overkill, actually. Is that better? We require it. Okay. All one of you. I appreciate it. Alright, what kind of house do you want me to build then? That's the next question, I guess, right? So let me move my laptop just over here behind my mic. Might get in the way just a little bit. Apologize for that. That way I can see the chat as I'm streaming, because I don't have it set up on my second monitor, because I figured it would be easier to put it on my laptop. Alright. There we go. What kind of house do you want me to build, Bryn? What kind of style do you want me to go for so that I can disappoint you even more? No. Alright, go ahead and make that into planks. A boathouse. Okay. Alright. Oh, we do have an ocean right here, and it is the ocean update, so I guess that is appropriate. Yeah, why not? Let's disappoint you, because... And make your farm along the river like the Nile. Okay, alright. I like it. It's a cool idea. So that means we're gonna need a lot more wood if we're gonna make a boat, right? Okay. Alright. I think I can... I might actually be able to do a boat. A boat doesn't sound too difficult, right? It's just kind of like a big U with, like, depth to it. Alright, so I gotta find... along the river. Okay, so like right here. So my farm has to be along this. And I guess my boat would be out here on the open water then, yeah? Okay. Let's see if we can't do that. I'm gonna set up base on this little peninsula then. And I guess the only way to get started with this. How far out from shore should we go? I keep missing those placements. That is the downside to these shaders. You lag just enough to like ruin placements. And it's kind of annoying. How long do you plan on streaming? I don't know, probably till well, I have to go pick up somebody at about 1:30 or 2:30. So I'll probably stream until about 1:32, because I do want to play some Battlefield today as well. But I figured this would be an easy way to get some Minecraft content out without having to go through the whole editing process. So that's nice. Alright, I think a boat will go here, and I'm going to have to build a pier to it. So I might just leave this here then. So, boat will go this way. And you say easy plan, but you know how bad I am at building, right? Like, I'm awful at it. I'm going to start with a big square and call that a boat. It's more like a raft, right? Alright, cool. Appreciate it. It's less lonely that way. In fact, if you want, I could probably get Discord open and we could talk, but I don't know if I can get it open without crashing my game client. Alright, so I definitely want stone axe. Okay, axe. I'm gonna need a lot more tree. We're gonna basically deforest this island. It's gonna be like the British Isles. Just gonna like deforest everything and then build boats and then go conquer the world. Because that's how that worked, right? Ah, you're at work. Okay. Alright. Yeah, so no Discord then. I crashed my game anyway. I wonder if there would be an easy way to make an automated wood farm. I don't think it's currently possible. I don't know. You could probably use pistons to push the wood, but you'd have to know where it grew, and you'd have to have a way to break it. The only way I think of breaking it would be burn it. Alright, we gotta get this platform at least started, and it's gonna be a little shack house because it's about to be nighttime, and I don't want to die the first day. It's just kind of a bad image, you know? Also, Brennan, do you happen to hear the fans in my PC? Are they too loud? This will be the base of the boat, and I'm just going to make very simple, kind of like a dock first. This is just going to be like a walled off simple dock. I like that items make that splash sound, and I don't know if that was there before or not, but I haven't ever realized it, I don't think. It's time to move the crafting table and the... Damn, these shaders, it gets super dark. I might just have to make some torches just so that you guys can see on stream. This is kind of hard to see off stream. That's not how you make a torch. That looks so good though, the lighting. I'll just put one right there for now. Man, that water is near invisible in the dark. It looks amazing. Alright, let's go ahead and get rid of the hunger. Oh, drowned. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about these guys. Maybe you were setting me up for failure, weren't you, Brandon? Holy crap. First night getting, like, dunked on here. That's interesting. I don't think I've ever played 1.13, and I never really interacted with the content for it in 1.14 either. The drowned are kind of a new concept to me, I guess. So it's pretty interesting, because I'm probably gonna die to these guys. They like throw tridents. I guess you can't pick them up. That would have been nice. And I'm out of wood, and it is nighttime, and I did not build a door, so we're gonna have to just go out here with an axe and get more. Oh man, those are terrifying. They have some range on them too. Okay. Realistic. Alright. That's right, I can do that. It looks like the offhand lighting does not work though on SEUS for some reason. It's supposed to, but I might have to play with some settings and see if I can't get that working then, because this is not, it's not doing anything. Because SEUS is built on Optifine, so it should have that, and as far as I read on the Patreon page, it should work. Yeah, this is off to a great start. I was going to come over here and get more stone, so I could build a stone sword. I'm going to die day one, aren't I? Yes, it looks like I will. Nah, we're better than that. We're better than that. Let's not die day one. Alright, there should be more stone in here, right? Yes, good, excellent. Just put that down so you can see a little bit. This way I can get a sword, and I guess a shovel would be good to have as well. Then I'm going to have to get more wood, because it's basically going to be a wood farm simulator. Alright, we are already out of food. That's enough stone, though. I don't really need more right now. Let's see if we can't get back to the farm. While we're at it, we could take this sugarcane, and start our Nile River farm, as you put it. I need meat. More meat. Yes, thank you. Only one meat, though. You suck. Alright, I don't mind killing the pigs, but I think I'm gonna let the cows survive so that I can just turn them into a farm later. Pigs don't really have the value added that the leather from the cows does. A lot of dogs around here. There we go, already. Sweet. Alright, we're gonna have a boathouse dog, looks like. Oh, hi, Lysol. I did not see your message in there. Thanks for stopping by. I didn't collect wood, so I can't build. Oh wait, I have enough rope to build a sword. There we go. Might as well cook this. Apologize for getting back to you late on that, Vicelow. I did not see your message. Your little icon is very similar to Brennan's, or it's dark at least, so when I glanced over, it looked like the same person. He was just saying hey before saying put a torch in your hand. That is my bad. Alright, well, I guess we have rotten flesh, so we really need it. Just get some hearts back before we go over here in the dark. Alright, I'd rather not kill my dog with the creeper here and play it safe. Alright, and I forgot. You should not be sitting. I do need all the help I can get right now. This is so dangerous. There's gonna be a creeper and it's gonna kill me. The alternative, though, is sitting in my little 2x1 little boathouse that I have so far. So let's not be boring about it, shall we? Also, we should probably find some... Oh, I can get another dog. Let's see if we can't get another one. There was another one over here, yeah? Yep. Cool. Not quite. Alright, that's fine. Maybe that one would have been better for me. The initial sound when you go to break... Oh. More drowned. Awesome. When you go to break leaves, though, definitely sounds like the beginning of a creeper coming at you, you know? When I'm accidentally hitting those while I'm mining trees, it scares the hell out of me. Teleporting dog. Awesome. Alright. I think we have enough to do a little bit more damage before day. At least put a door on this thing for now, so I don't get a sneaky surprise attacked by some friendly rounders on this. It would be good. Probably should also go ahead and build some chests. just to dump shit into for now. Actually, I would keep that on me because I'm desperate and I'm probably gonna need it for food. The moon is going down. That means the sun should be coming up. Excellent. Take this down. Though I probably will just leave this here for now. Just that way I have that border in case nighttime strikes quickly again and I'm bad at not responding to it like I was last time. I did not have a house ready for that. That was a rookie mistake right there. I love the fact that things can float up in water now. Like, this is super underrated. Having to fish your items out of the water was such a huge pain. Man, there's still a drown hanging out over there. I love when the transition to daytime comes with these shaders, though. It's just beautiful. Friggin' love it. Oh, some fish in there. Alright. Alright, so it's a boat. Let's go for a large boat just because... Well, I guess we could make a fleet out of it and then have connections between them. This will be the first one. This will be the small boat, you know? So I guess this would be... We need this to be like the entrance to the deck. So this is kind of got to go. And it needs to go down deeper because we need to have a below deck. Because if you're building a boat, you want a below deck. And it just looks better, feels better. And that's where we'll keep all of our loot, I think. It's interesting, YouTube keeps saying that my stream health is orange. I'm curious to know if the quality is bad or if there's just audio issues or something along those lines. Forget to let me know in chat. Alright, so if we want a below deck, have an entrance to it. Probably make some stairs or something to go down. 8 is probably good enough. There's gonna be all kinds of water issues with this. It's gonna be an interesting time. Alright. Make this work. We're gonna need that. And we probably want it to go down 3, right? Slightly annoying, even though it's a little bit more realistic. You have to wait for your air bubbles to regenerate now. So I think if we're going to be doing all this shipbuilding, we're going to have to go for some respiration. It's faster than you normally want to. It's kind of cool effect. Alright, so kind of got that started. It's going to be a pain to drain that out, man. Holy crap. Go down one more level. It's just not deep enough, I don't think. Alright, there we go. And since we're probably going to be doing this the next day or two, let's go ahead and get a crap load more wood, because otherwise this is going to be a pain. It looks pretty good. Okay, cool. Thank you. Good. My vision with those stairs, that'll be the entrance to the lower deck. I don't know if I want to do more than one lower deck for the first boat. Probably just the one. Turtles are supposed to be good for something. I don't remember what it was. You need to do something with their shells. Wonder if you can make turtle soup too. It's kind of probably not PETA approved. That's okay. So we already deforested that little section over there. It's gonna get more and more annoying as we build more ships, I guess. I'm also gonna have to remember to keep some of these logs because we're gonna want to keep that for the mast. Have some sense of stuff, just not a whole lot of it. While we're at it, keep some food going. It's slightly annoying that we have so many birch trees over here. I'm gonna have to look out for the saplings and planting the. Oh, yeah. Tools break. Cool. Okay, so I guess just build another crafting table over here. This will be my deforestation setup anyway. Go ahead and build 2 of these because I'm going to need them. I probably should go ahead and go get some iron then, huh? The problem is mining is boring. It doesn't make for very good stream content, but I mean, this is kind of a playthrough, so it comes with the package. Benefit is after this is uploaded post-stream, you'll be able to just scrub through and see the parts that you want. Question is, where do I want to set up a mine? Probably should do it against the water here so it's easy to find. And there's a bunch of sand here, so we're gonna need a shovel. Let's just make this our mine entrance right here. I'm gonna make it 3 wide just because eventually, with every mine that I make, I like to make it automated in the mine cart that goes on a loop. And a 2x2 loop, in my opinion, it's just ugly. And I normally leave things to be efficient, but for some reason that's just something I don't usually settle on. It takes forever to build or go downwards. But we could also just go down 1 by 1 for now and then go back and fix it later. I did get a comment on a video previously that the height of my going down tunnel needed to be higher because I kept bonking my head, as they say. Instead of doing something like the maximum efficient way down, like this, I guess that annoyed some people. So I will, I'll dig deeper and a little higher, so that way I can jump without bonking my head. Apparently that is a pet peeve of some people. I generally don't really care about it, but I can see why it would bother somebody. This dog, yeah, sit there. It's just gonna be annoying. So there's some previous issues with SEUS where you would dig deeper like this and you would get weird green tints. Supposedly that is fixed, so I guess we will see fairly shortly whether or not that is true. And it was whether or not you place torches or not, you would get these green tints. There's also some issues with RTX cards, which I am running in RTX 2080 Ti here. So that made it so that green light, apparently I guess that made it worse. Oh, we already got some iron, cool. But so far so good. No light bleed. The smooth lighting looks really good on this. The rays are going straight down from the top of the tunnel and still lighting up this area. I think we'd still have light without the torch. Yeah, look at that. That's really cool. All right, put the torch back though, because it's better. So I think the first investment with this iron will be well, I guess we have enough to make both pickaxe and a hatchet. Oh man, it's a big vein of iron. Awesome. Some more over here too. Awesome. That's a lot of iron. Alright, cool. That was 12 iron. It's a good start. And I will leave this dug out for now, just because later we'll be expanding this to 3x3. So, I'll fix it then, because I am lazy. And I would like to spend as little time doing this as possible, because it is not great stream quality content. More iron already. Awesome. Hearing some zombies, so I might be coming up on a tunnel here. How cool would it be if we found a freaking spawner right next to our ocean base. That would just be cream of the crop pickings. I wonder how the tags on these streams kind of work. 'Cause I don't know how you're supposed to find organic viewers. There's a couple streams that I saw that they would just put up these random things with like sub counts and some sort of goal, right? Get to 1,000 subs or something. And then by the end of the day, they get to 1,000 subs just because I really should build boats. This is not efficient. Anyway, they would get to about 1,000 subs in less than 24 hours just by saying, hey, please sub to the channel and leaving a sub counter up there. But it leaves me wondering how people discover that kind of video or that kind of stream rather, or if maybe the people who were making that video for that stream kind of shouted it out on Twitter or something from their main channel, because it was a big channel. Not that. Yeah. We want to keep our sugar. Yeah, we gotta cook iron. That's what we're doing. Forgetting what we're doing already. What the hell? Alright, 15 iron. Not bad. Let's go ahead and keep this deck going, yeah? Not sure how big I want to build this one. Oh yeah, before I run out of wood again, so that I can get over to my little area over there. Put some boats down. Put down 2 of them just because I always lose my boats for some reason. So it's just nice to have extra. Plus, I think it adds to the aesthetic, right? We're going to have this big-ass boat here. Then we'll just have some rowboats on the side. Be our way to shore other than the pier. So let's go ahead and get a pickaxe going, just to make mining a little easier. And in a moment we'll have a hatchet as well. And it's already starting to be nighttime again, so I need to put up my temporary defenses, right? So I don't get murdered by drowns again. Or, not again, but attempted murder by drowned. I wonder if they could come up this thing, because I haven't walled it off down there. I guess we will find out tonight. Oh man, if they come up this thing, I'm gonna be boned. That's... I didn't even think about that. I'm out of wood already. Almost. Okay. Let's get our hatchet going. I really should go find some sheep so that this is not an issue. That is priority number 1 when daytime comes around, I think. And screw having a stone sword. You can have an iron one. Here you guys go. You can have that. Also, I'm not sure if phantoms are in this update. I think, was that this update or is that 1.14? I'm not sure. But if I don't sleep in a day or 2 and they're in this update, that will become an issue as well. Okay, so things that we can do while we're stuck in here. Not much, so we're just gonna go anyway. Risky biscuit. I wonder if those drowned can like destroy my boat with their harpoon or their tridents. That would kind of suck. I forgot I left my dog in here. That poor thing. Here, come defend me. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and look for sheep anyway. Mobs, I don't know. Oh, what is going on here? Yeah. No bones. Dang. That sucks. Alright. I was hoping to get like an army of dogs in here. Really? Those pigs.
juking the hell out of me. Oh no. Okay. That's totally not my fault. Everybody ignore that happened. Rewatching. Hello, whoever's watching. I appreciate you stopping by. This is Ray Trace Minecraft. It looks really pretty, except it's dark, so I promise it's there, but yeah, there you go. There's a little bit of an idea of what it looks like. Sun comes out, it looks a lot better. You might want to stick around for that. Or if you check out my channel, I do have a video there if you don't feel like sticking around for the stream. But that is 1.12. This is 13. Currently trying to find some sheep so that I don't have to deal with this nighttime crap for too long. Most of our buildings, since oh look, there we go. Give me your wool. There's another one over here somewhere. Yes, 2 more. Cool. 3 more. Awesome. All right, we have enough to build a bed, and we are leaving because or not, or we're gonna fall into a hole. Dirt our way out of here. There's some coal here. That's good to remember. All right. Good enough. Thank you, dog. Gotta remember that coal is over there because that'll be useful. Well, I've got the mine going, so it's not that big a deal. Let's go back to the base. Get that bed down. Rain. Awesome. So it actually brings up a good. Wow, I got dark. Holy shit. Good point with this these textures. After a little bit when it rains, it gets really wet out on the ground, and reflections start coming off the ground as well. I'll give you a few seconds to see if that starts up. Yeah, there we go. So it's starting to. Oh no, not yet. Starting to get a little bit glossy. Everything reflects off the ground in the night. Yeah. See, that is really cool. I love it. All right, bed. Yeah, sheep are unfortunate, but unfortunately I need somewhere soft to lay my head at night. Oh man, I love how it makes it so glossy. It's awesome looking. I am out of wood, are you? Oh man. Oh, okay, cool. Alright, we're just gonna sleep in the corner tonight. And suddenly it's daytime. Cool. Alright, so we have our iron hatchet. We can go back to collecting wood for our shipbuilding expedition we have going here. Alright, yeah, more wood and then, oh, more bones, good. Getting some more wolves. Really? It's daytime, man. Get the memo. You. No. Sneaky little bastard. Really? That was unnecessary, but alright. I saw him on the shore earlier, but I didn't think he was going to follow me all the way up. Sucks. Oh well. Alright, come on now. With this whole ray tracing thing, the light should really go through these leaves. Like, it looks like it does, right? So, these fuckers should burn. I might suggest that. That'd be kind of cool. Little, addition. I guess there's shade, but it should not be that shady. That is a monster of a tree. I don't even want to try and cut it down because if I do, I'm going to have to climb. I lied. I'm going for it. I just hate leaving a tree with, like, any amount of logs left because then I feel like I am compelled to go up and get the rest, or it's just going to sit there and never decay. And with these ones especially, super annoying because not always immediately connected to another log. They're just randomly spaced out through the tree. Yeah, I believe there's one. Yeah, way over here. And even if there's one, it won't decay. It's awesome. I got all of it up here. Guess we'll find out. That was dumb. But that endeavor provided a lot of logs, so I think that might have been worth it. Oh yeah, the coal over here. There's more down here as well. Go ahead and grab that real quick so I can cook the pigs properly. Tasty, tasty pork. Almost missed one over here. It gets so dark. Still have a shovel. Alright. Let's check this out while we're here. More coal. Excellent. This is probably the slowest start to a survival world ever. It is day 3, and I hardly have iron tools. It's awesome. Okay. So I think if my schedule holds up the way it is, and it's looking like it will, I'm going to be busy pretty much every day of the week except for Friday, and then I have my weekends, but I also have exams during the week. So I'm trying to finish up my degree, so I'm taking a lot of summer classes this summer. But at the end of the summer I'll be done, which is nice. So my schedule, where I was trying to do Mondays and Fridays, is kind of boned. Not gonna be able to, probably not gonna be able to keep that up. I'll do my best to try, but probably not gonna happen. But Fridays, if I have the time like this, I have large blocks of time on Friday, I can just do a little bit of a stream or edit a video. I have other video ideas that I'd like to accomplish. But streaming is just a lot easier to quickly get set up and start going and making content that later stays on YouTube. So that's pretty nice about that. But I have a plugin that I'm actually working on for Minecraft that I haven't quite gotten the foundation for it done yet, but when it is done, it'll make a pretty awesome video on its own. I don't know if anybody's played the Hidden. That is a Half-Life Source kind of game mode mod that somebody made a long time ago. I once made a plugin for it that was kind of implemented, but that's on a really old version of Minecraft and it's pretty bad code, so I scrapped it. But I'm starting a rewrite for it, probably with the Sponge API, but I have hit a roadblock where if I want players to be truly invisible, as in not using the invisibility effect, which prevents, if you use true invisibility, like a vanish kind of thing, you can prevent cheaters from being able to know where the hidden player is. And of course the objective is to kill the hidden player as any other player, so knowing where they are is kind of game breaking. So anybody with, you know, notice or whatever it is that they're using for cheats nowadays would completely ruin the entire experience. So I'm trying to make it cheat proof by preventing even packets being sent to the client. But also at the same time allow damage to be caused to the hidden player, which is a little bit difficult. You have to do some vector math to calculate whether or not players have been actually struck by swinging of a sword. So a lot like anti-cheats doing sanity checking for whether or not a player should have been hit or not, you have to determine whether or not that hit should have hit and whether or how much damage it should have. So you kind of throw out the window the entire freebie that you're given with damage calculation, client side or server side rather, and you have to manufacture your own in addition to hit detection, which it's not hard, but it's not fun to make. So leave it at that. But once I have that, that'll be a video of its own, and hopefully bring up a test server for anybody who wants to try it out. I think that'll be Minecraft 1.12. Simply because Sponge hasn't really updated yet, and they're skipping 1.13 for Sponge Forge and Sponge Vanilla. They're going straight to 14, but that'll be a while before that's done, as far as I know. Alright, so it looks like there's no holes in it. Should have no water left in it, unless these staircases are just kind of bugged. Yeah, alright, staircases are not bugged, I would say, but, like, I guess you have to clear that water out first. That is mildly annoying. Alright, so... we're gonna have to do something like that. Yeah, alright. Not how I wanted to place it. It's definitely not how I wanted to place the stairs, but alright. Alright. Break this one. Didn't grab it. Painstaking process here. I should be able to jump. I might have messed up. Easy enough. Okay, so I think we have the beginning of our below deck. I think I need to make it one more low if I don't want to, as I mentioned, bonk my head. So we'll go ahead and do that. How low can I make this before I messed up a lot? Oh, excellent. Okay, means I need more stairs. Boat is shaping up to be a little bigger than I had initially planned, simply because I wanted to do that. That is unfortunate. I think we already burned yet another day. What was up these stairs today? Water levels down. Did I forget to place walls behind these stairs? Holy crap. That is super annoying. Okay. Rid us of this water. Did not. Maybe the sides? No? Water is so trippy in this update. Alright. I think we are finally where we want to be with this. I am not sure what that sound is, but that does not sound good. Man, those are trippy though. That is probably just something trying to kill me, you know. Nothing to worry about. Okay. I'm actually super curious now. What's making that sound? So whatever this is. What are you? It's like a magic art. Alright. Yeah. Okay, so it's just Nemo. make sure the boat is even as well. Okay. So the idea that I want to do with this so far is, so that'll be the underdeck, right? But this is the upper deck. These walls are going to disappear soon. There'll be like a rim of the boat, and I'm going to make it go further that way and that way. Center will probably be about here, put mast up. Maybe a cabin on the upper level, since there'll be only one lower level. But once I have that completed, that'll be the first small boat, and then I think I want to build a larger scale, probably the same thing, so it has the same fleet style, like out the water right there. And then maybe like a dock pier kind of thing over here, and maybe another one over there. Turn it into like a little fishing village on the town. That would be pretty dope. That'd take a while to do, but I think it would be worth it, just because it'd be cool looking. And ray tracing affords us that extra beauty for it. Maybe find a good texture pack for that. I know there's a there was at one point a long time ago a Mariners texture pack for kind of that idea, right? So like boat towns, things like that. I don't know what version that ever ended up making it to, but if it made it to 1.13, I would definitely go out looking for that. It would just fit the aesthetic of what we're trying to do here a lot better, and I think there's resources in that pack that allow you to change certain things, like there's paintings that allowed you to have like life preservers. So if we could figure out how to do that, we could have like a life preserver hanging off the side of the boat or something. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's the idea with that. So I need to make this platform wider, and then I can decide what size I want the underbelly to be, which would be roughly 2/3 of what the upper deck is, I'm guessing, because we need to build a diagonal down from the edges to make it, look like a boat. So we definitely want to make the edge over here a little bit further out at minimum, probably like 2 or 3, because let's just do like 6, right? Something like that. Because when you get to the bottom here, you need some space to walk around, and then you can turn around and go back this way, I suppose. But maybe we can mirror this over there, so that there's 2 ways down. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, that would be a lot of Fridays to make this happen. But maybe it'll turn into a little mini-series, building the boat town. The series of like terrible builder building something that might actually end up looking okay. It probably won't, though. No guarantees. I would also like to see if I can't find some jungle wood, because that probably not jungle wood, dark wood. That probably looks a lot better on boats than oak wood does, which is a little bit disappointing because there's spruce wood over there. That would be better already, but dark wood would probably look the best. So that'll have to be an adventure. Maybe we'll make like a mixed fleet, or maybe do some trim with the different wood types. All right, so we want this to be the tip of the boat, right? So, actually, yeah, let's make the tip 3 wide, and then 5. Or this is not 5. That is 7. I am the best at math, and I am taking a ton of math this summer. My brain is like fried. We'll just build it and make it look like something. I'm definitely going past what I said I was. Alright, so we'll just keep going out by 1, I think, until we have like it's gonna look like an arrow, so I think I might change that. Oh, I just did that. Alright. But that is okay. We'll fix it as we go. Try to get that classic boat shape going. Probably have no idea what I'm talking about, because I have barely a clue what I'm talking about. I think maybe this a little bit wider. Let's go to about here, right? Yeah. And we're going to do that same thing on the sides to make it not so awkwardly straight edged, because boats are not straight razors. So this was the block that I went out to. And this is the edge of that side. Yeah, it's not too close to the shore yet, so that's good. Alright, so this is the edge of the razor that I was talking about. And then we will shape the sides later. Let's fill this in for now, though. And we'll work under the deck during the day, just simply because seeing in the water is already hard enough without the light. And then you add this SEUS pack, and you get 0 light. Because I'm not sure if there actually is any water penetration algorithm going on there for the lighting, but there might be. No, definitely not. It's uniform. Okay, that'd be a cool idea. Having the light from above casted down and then have it dissipate as you go lower, because that's how it works in real life with water ray tracing. Arsenal, no, you're not too late. I'm just kind of streaming some Minecraft because I don't have a whole lot of time this week, so I was trying to get some content out there. Just playing some more single player with the ray tracing stuff, except we're in 1.13 now. There was an update for the SEUS textures. So, yeah, that's basically what we're doing today. If you're not really, I believe you were commenting that you were not too into the Minecraft stuff, so, I mean, this might not be your kind of content, but feel free to stick around and watch. I think the idea right now Brandon suggested was that we build sort of like a boat fleet out here as our base, and then maybe a boat town along the coast. That's going to take forever, and I'm a terrible builder, so it might not look great, but that's the idea that we're working with right now. So this is the platform for the deck of the first boat. It's moving along kind of okay-ish, so we'll see. But yeah, that's what we're doing today. If you have any suggestions on what you'd like me to build or what you'd like to see in Minecraft, just let me know. I'll see if I can't do it. The boat idea is something that we're working with, because I might actually be able to build that. Even though I'm awful at making things look great in Minecraft, but the ray tracing does most of the work for me, right? So maybe we can make it work. Yeah, programming ideas are definitely welcome. I have a lot of experience with programming Minecraft plugins. Not so much mods, but definitely not against it. I've run a couple servers in the past, so if you have questions about how that works, or if you'd like to see a video on that. Oh, cool. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. Maybe we can get some more people watching, and then maybe it'll show up on Minecraft's stream thing, and we'll get some new viewers. That'd be cool. But yeah, it's just gonna be kind of a slow roll building. I think we got the start of the lower deck started here. That's gonna be a pain to do because all the water displacement. But this is, I think, the size that we're gonna go with for the first boat. I guess I kind of got a mirror on the other side, right? So let's do some counting here. We want to do maybe like 10 blocks between these. And then we'll have another entrance to the lower deck. So we'll cut along here. So we're going to outline it, I guess. Appreciate you stopping by, though. I wasn't sure if the YouTube thing would alert subscribers whether or not I'm streaming, but, I guess it probably shows up on the homepage. So we have 10 blocks between, and this will be the start of the next downward. I probably should have made this, yeah, I need to make this 3 wide, otherwise it's going to look really bad. I'll fix the stairs on that one later. I don't know how much iron I had left. Yeah, for sure. The amount of water that's down there is just going to be super annoying to clear out. And we're going to have that same problem with every boat that we build. So, or I don't want a pickaxe, I want an axe. We'll get through it, though. I think there's some special techniques you can do with sand that clear out water pretty quickly. That'll be something that we want to look into for the bigger boats. This one, the bottom will not be super big, so I'm not too concerned about it. So we had 3 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 by 5. We already got 3 here. 4, 5. I believe it was 5 wide, correct? Or is it just 5 to the edge? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Don't believe myself. Can't rely on my counting. And then from that edge, Minecraft philosophy, huh? What do you mean? 10 again. All right, look at those numbers. That is interestingly. That was not intentional whatsoever. I was just kind of freehanding that. All right, so you want to go 10 from that edge as well to the tip. So it's 1. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so if you want Minecraft philosophy, all right, I'll throw an idea out there. This is gonna be kind of one of those ones that makes no sense, and it sounds like I'm smoking a lot of pot or something. The fish that are in Minecraft, right? So before, there was not too many fish, right? That you just kind of used your fishing rod and you got the fish, right? So what happened between 1.12 and 1.13 that we suddenly have all these species of fish? It's like evolution just started or something in the Minecraft world, and that's kind of weird. How do you think that happened? Like, is Mojang gonna release like some sort of lore to explain the expanding universe that we suddenly have? Like think about other updates, right? Like we had the end when that was at, or not the end, but like the changes that we have to the Nether and stuff. Like, what evolved to make that what it is today? Yeah, I know it's delayed. It actually shouldn't be delayed too bad. I set the delay to minimal, but I'm not sure exactly what YouTube thinks is minimal. Sphere, but made of cubes. No, definitely not. I saw, well, first of all, unfortunately, I know how the world generation works, so I'm, like, I can't really do anything but ruin it for you on that one. Like, the flat world thing just kind of sucks, but if it were sphere, it'd be really difficult because then they'd have to add like an idea of gravity, and it would have to be massive enough so that when you're moving, and there'd also have to be slopes, right? So like you can't have a straight edge and then just fall down the side, because eventually, if you was a sphere, you'd just fall off the side, right? But there would have to be some sort of curvature so that it could be a sphere. I sound like a flat Earth conspiracy theorist, but yeah, the world is flat. That is 100% guaranteed. Can't change it, unfortunately. But back to our evolution discussion here, because you know, you prompted this, and you're gonna get it. This actually looks kind of cool, the design here. I don't know, but oh, I need more wood already. Wow, this is a wood-consuming operation. All right. Or evolution, right? So like when you have new mobs and stuff, are those just like evil mutations of it? See, I already lost one of my boats. This is why I built 2 of them. But like you also get these new plants and stuff, right? So it's just like the world is. Does that make like the Minecraft characters cavemen? Is that what we are? Are the cavemen of the universe? Are they gonna adapt too and get new features? Like, I mean, I guess when they added capes and stuff, that was a new feature, but that's not really evolution. You suddenly know how to make capes. But actually, thinking about that now, they added new blocks in 14, right? So you have the blast furnace and the smoker and all that. So I mean, yeah, I guess that's knowledge like advancing, right? That's the evolution of the player. And world generation is evolving, and you just live through it. Every update's a new generation. Okay, yeah, you know what? If Minecraft suddenly adds an update where they add curvature, then yeah, I'll agree with you. But can you imagine the outcry that you'd get? Because there's these like world curvature mods, right? Like you can get mods that add like curves to blocks and stuff. But can you imagine the like backlash that would happen if Minecraft Vanilla added circles? Like people, they would just have meltdowns. They wouldn't know what to do. You see all these videos on like the mods that add the circular blocks and spheres and stuff to Minecraft, and then you see like the comments on it, and they're like, "Oh man, mind blown." But can you imagine if Mojang did it? Like, it's now officially in vanilla that, you know, the world could be a sphere. I would love to see just the reaction. Maybe if they did that for an April Fool's update, that would be really cool. Just that update on April Fool's, now there's suddenly circles in Minecraft. I would love to see that. In fact, it wouldn't be too hard for them to do either if you think about it. Like, the, well, I mean, from a programming standpoint, it's not that difficult, right? You've already got the basis for it. But the mod is already created. They could just package it with, like, 1.15, and then, as long as nobody data mines it out and finds that, hey, Minecraft or Mojang's doing this, add space and rockets. Now you're talking about, like, natural progression. Yeah, I mean, I suppose, but what is the mod that does that? It's like T2 or something, like, or Advanced Engineering does the whole space thing. Yeah, that'd be cool, but I don't think vanilla Minecraft will ever get to the point where they add rockets. I would love to see it, but like the astronaut game, oh yeah, astronauts, yeah, I guess it could look a little bit like that, but then we're talking about all kinds of different shape changes. That is a blockier game though, that is true. I forgot I had a dog here. Alright, so we want to distinguish this pier from the boat. Let's just make this, let's do that. There we go. And do I still have any torches? Do. Okay, so how are we going to make the sides of this boat look not dumb? This is almost going to end up being like a... Yeah, I don't want to do that. Let's skip one. I don't know if that'll work, but I'll try it. If we like skip 2 on everyone on this side, right? It doesn't look like a uniform shape. You have any suggestions, Brandon? You're much better at building than I am. I know that for a fact. So if like I skip 2 on the edges instead of the 1 like on this side, it might look a little bit better. And then I'm not going to do that all the way into a point or anything, but I think I might do it one more time. And then it'll have like that thickness that it looks like it should have. This water is already slightly frustrating. Alright, so skip 2 again, and leave it at that. Yeah. So like, this is now part of the boat. I just distinguished this for nothing. Alright, so this is the pier. Okay. Alright, so back to our discussion on theory. I'm gonna come back to this again because it's interesting. If Mojang did start playing that whole game where like they decided to add lore to the game, like what do you think the lore for a ghast would be? Like how do you explain that? Like the real story behind it supposedly is that like Notch saw some baby at like his cousin's house or something like that, and the noise inspired the sounds for that creature, right? But like, how do you explain that existing in Minecraft? Ships with ovals with points to give you on the front to give you an idea. Yeah. The back rises and the front slopes. That's a good point. So do you think we should change the point on the back? Yeah, the point on the back should be a lot more dull. That's a good point. So take that off. And that off, maybe. Yeah, I think that's... Well, I might add that 3 back, but we'll see. And leave the pointy as it is. I think we did this whole double slope thing 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. And then the fourth one was the edge of the boat. Cool. Okay. Let's get that framed out. But yeah, anyway, ghasts. Like, I really have no idea how they would have, like, explained that one, right? It's just like, I guess you don't have to, though. It's the Nether. Reaching for ideas there. So other than evolution of Minecraft, back to philosophy in general for Minecraft, do you have any predictions on what will evolve into the Minecraft world next? There's a lot of speculation on a mining update, so I'm thinking maybe some more ores, but that one's a big departure, right? You suddenly have different metals available in your world. So if you go with the chemistry explanation for that, that means things have had their half-life and now you have new elements. So Minecraft has existed. We'll be able to determine the half-life for certain elements in Minecraft. That'll become a whole new feature of like the Minecraft. Yeah, I think this is a good oval. I think we got a good shape going here. This is a bigger boat than I had initially imagined, but I think the general deck shape is appropriate at this point. So the back would be higher up, so we want to go up with this, probably to about there, but we're going to go higher, and the very back of it will be the tip. Let's see how high we want. We probably want to make some fencing, because, like, I mean, that could be the railings on the boat, right? So, we're out of wood. Right. Already, again, really should just spend like 10 minutes collecting wood. See how far that gets me. Cook that up. Oh, one of the boats is in my inventory. Maybe that's where the boat went. I think we're good on items for now. Take the bone with me in case I find another dog. You can come with me. Alright. I think I left that boat way over here. Oh, there's drowned in here already. Alright. Please don't kill me. I think we have a good foundation going. I need to collect all that sugar cane if I'm going to stay on top of that. Plenty of creepers. Okay. I guess I didn't collect all the wood out of that. That's disappointing. Alright. Seems to be less mobs over here. See if we can't collect some before they catch up. I keep forgetting the dog teleports, and then it like blocks me and I run into it. It scares the crap out of me, because like I know there's a mob collision going on there. So anyway, I'm not sure if you were here earlier, Arsenal, when I was talking about the whole hidden plugin. So not sure if you know what the Half-Life mod hidden is. Essentially, that's like it's a game mode mod for the Half-Life game series, where you have one player who is invisible, or multiple players in fact, that are invisible and can, like, they attack players that are trying to kill them. They usually have guns or something like that. This is implemented in all kinds of games. Originally you have guns, you try to find and shoot down the hidden, right? But the hidden can do, like, bonus damage if it hits you in the back. And then the bodies that get left around the map, it can eat them. Well, the idea that I had was to recreate the hidden in Minecraft, and a while ago I had started on that and gotten like a working prototype for it. Problem is that I was using invisibility potion effects to generate, or to create the hidden player, right, per round. The problem with that is that when you have somebody who's using any kind of cheats or anything, they can find the hidden really easily, kill them, and it defeats the purpose of the game, because the hidden has to be squishy. Otherwise, like they're just way too OP. Oh no. Oh no. We have a baby zombie already. Alright. We have 2 baby zombies. What is this? What did I do? Oh no. Oh, what did I do to deserve this? Oh, ha. Okay. That's over. And wow. I really should have lit up the boat. I have made a huge mistake. Yeah, you get him, dog. Alright, next objective. Light up the boat at night. Really don't want these guys blowing up on my boat. So much effort wasted. Okay, coal. Torches. Don't even have enough for torches, or a lot of torches anyway. Just go ahead and place them about for now. Oh, that's the other thing. This shader pack, the lighting for torch intensity. We're gonna turn that up to 5. Makes the torches light up a wider area, which just is nice. Like, I was just gonna put it that way. I don't feel like dealing with placing 1,000 torches to cover a small area. It's just frustrating. I'm not sure if that covers all the spawns, but it covers most of them. That's good enough. Alright, that was not nearly enough wood. We're gonna need more. Let's go get more. First though, oh, I did get it. Cool. Alright, this is gonna be incredibly boring. I didn't really think about how much wood I'd need for this. But we'll do it. Because we're already started. We're committed. Man, look at the way the sun lights up the hill. That's awesome. Sunlight spreading. I love that. This is not going to get old. I'm relatively surprised with how smoothly this is running while I'm streaming. Looks like I'm getting about 80 FPS. Just not bad. I could probably throw a texture pack on this and it'd be just fine. Or a resource pack, rather. Drop another 15 to 20 FPS, though. Which is doable. As long as I stay above 60, I think it's playable. It's just Minecraft, right? So now we don't need the whole 144 hertz refresh rate being used up. Way more interesting when you speak about interesting stuff. Okay, yeah. That's fair. Not really entirely positive. If you have anything you'd like to hear about on Minecraft, I'll talk about it, but I am not going to pretend that I am a super expert. Think of some more interesting ideas, though. Kind of new to live streaming, so it's definitely something I could work on. It's a good point. It's fair. Might be worthwhile trying to find some things to showcase in a live stream for ray tracing rather than just having a survival playthrough. But I think the survival playthrough is more along the lines of what I want to do, just because everybody on YouTube is doing the big build showcases, and that's not exactly. I don't want to copy everybody else's content. That's just not fun. It's boring to edit, and it's clickbait feeling. It's cheap feeling. 2 words: asteroid mining. Also, so yeah, I agree the showcase might be a good idea, but I don't want to copy everybody else's content. Asteroid mining. Okay, so do you mean asteroid mining in real life or asteroid mining in Minecraft? Because I could totally see if they wanted to make a really big update that would be super successful, and they don't even have to make the whole world is round thing for this to happen, but they could totally just make it so that they could raise the sky limit to be, I don't know, maybe exactly the same as like the way the vertical or the horizontal limits are, right? Just render those chunks. Like if you do chunk rendering vertically, basically, uh, instead of just horizontally, then you could totally make it so that you could render sky chunks and then eventually space chunks. And I think that would be... in fact, I'm surprised that that's not already a large mod. Like, there's mods that do space, right? But I'm pretty sure the way most of those work is that you end up getting transported to a different dimension, right? So, like, the nether or the end. Versus just going straight up, which I think would be... Honestly, that'd be hella cool. Like, can you imagine? The Minecraft world is no longer infinite in just the horizontal axis. Now you have the entire vertical axis to go after as well. That would be... Honestly, if I ended up making a mod pack, I think that's what I would do. Just because you'd have to overwrite world generation, which would be a huge pain. But I think the payoff for that would be way worth it. Because just being able to show that the world can be infinite in more than one direction would already be enough to get people interested and want to play that. And I mean, I know I would want to. It'd add an entire new vector, literally a new vector of space to Minecraft. And then you could do, like you said, asteroid mining and everything that comes with that. You could add all kinds of different ores. I mean, yeah, you could do a certain height that's like a portal. I mean, that's fair. Make it so that if you make it to Y300 or something and then raise the world, you'd almost have to. Oh, why did I just do that? Okay, 10 between them. But yeah, if you made it so that it was a portal idea, I mean, that would work just fine. But the problem with it is you'd have to raise the height limit to be above 256, right? Because if you want it to be compatible with older worlds, then you need to make sure that anybody who's built to 256 already, right? They don't want to be logging into their world and then immediately getting transported to a new dimension, right? That would kind of be breaking changes, I think. But if you raised it to like 270 even, or 260 even, like anything above 256, right? And then made it so that if you hit that area, it's like a portal. Yeah, that could work. That'd be really cool. It's a good idea, actually. Depending on how much you want to get into the changes that you make to world generation, right? If you wanted to go full on change world generation so that way there's an infinite vertical axis and there's now horizontal or vertical chunks as well as horizontal chunks, then it would be a lot more work. That'd be a way of circumventing that. It's a good thing for an engineer, being able to think of ideas of ways to change what you already have without making it a lot harder. It's like the lazy way. Good job. I can't get over how good of an idea that is. I want to do it now. I want to be the one that makes this, but that involves a lot of learning for modding, right? So maybe that could be a series. Have a series where I learn how to make Minecraft mods, I guess, and then share that with everybody. I'm sure it's been done before, but it's more of one of those personal experiences, right? It's not just learning how to make a Minecraft mod. It's learning along with somebody else how to make a Minecraft mod, and you can be reassured by how long it takes me how to figure things out, right? So it's no longer just like, oh man, am I taking forever to figure this out? Is this difficult for me? Or am I just stupid or something like that? Because I know when I'm learning something new that's really difficult, it's hard to watch somebody else do it and it just seem like they already know exactly what they're doing, and then like have to just kind of accept that you have no clue what you're doing. Oh man, these stairs are super annoying to put in. There we go. Guess I gotta make this wider too. Well, I mean, that's kind of what we're doing right now, actually, is learning how to build, right? This is going to be an experience. Not as special as programming, in my opinion, but you know, it's a thing that I'm learning. Just kind of going at it. So other goals for this world then. Things that would look pretty with ray tracing would be the target demographic, right? So there's supposed to be some changes to the nether where magma blocks are now lit up. In my previous video, it was very obvious that the nether was super dark. Probably rightfully so, but it was almost to the point where it sort of makes sense why people don't, like, you see all these videos showcasing how pretty ray tracing is, right? But you never see people playing survival with the ray tracing mods, kind of like I was, right? And I think part of that is because it's really, well, first of all, it's intensive, right? Unless you have the hardware for it, you're probably not going to be running it. But the other part is that there are these bugs, like for example with the nether in the end, where, oh, we got a little bit of light bleed there. Not quite completely fixed. All right. You get these glitches where the nether is super dark and just not enjoyable to play in, right? At all, because finding another fortress was super difficult. But then the end was literally just open sky and then a dragon. So that was kind of jarring. I wonder if that's... I don't think that's been fixed because I didn't see anything about it in the patch notes for it, but that'll be interesting to check. Because that's a significant core part of playing the Minecraft survival experience, right? You want to be able to fight the Ender Dragon and kill it, right? But if it looks ugly, you would not want to use these tracers to play a survival world. Can you get out of there, dude? Come here. You're just gonna eat my steak and not move. I don't have beef, I guess, so like I can't get him out. Come here. I can just make him teleport. What am I doing? Here we go. But yeah, so that'll be something to check in on. Other ideas for making in this survival world that would be more. You should also make a more updated sound mod where if you're underground, sounds echo. So I think that actually is that not already a mod? That would be. I mean, there's newer sound mods out that make it so that way you can have like soundproofing and stuff. So I imagine it would not be too much of a stretch to do that. You're right. So you want like total Minecraft real world realism pack, basically, right? So like go from the boring vanilla Minecraft to we now have rockets and asteroids and space in general, you know, but also, you know, sounds echo in caves because we can, you know, why not? Okay, so I think this is where you start building stairs to go up to the other deck. Yep. Oh, how many wide is that? That's 3, 4, 5, 6. I may have made a large mistake. 6. No, it matches. Okay, good. Oh, thank God. Alright, I'm gonna make this solid wood just because I feel like it needs to be. But actually, no, it's not gonna be solid wood because there is gonna be a cupboard room here. I've decided this is where Harry Potter will live. I'm going to turn that into a little access room just for additional features. And I think when this world is done, I will make it available for download via some sort of link. Maybe put it on Planet Minecraft, I don't know. So if anybody wants it, they can have it. My ugly builds are, you know, somebody might want it. Anyway, so back to complete realism, right? So, all right, we've got sound echoes. You want progression to be made by traveling, but by portals. Like ender forts are cool, and the portals seem anticlimactic. Okay, yeah, I see that. That's a good point. So the whole space thing, you go up high enough, and then you teleport to a dimension that is space, right? Does that mean that you could fall far enough to get back to like Earth or Minecraft world? other portal concepts. That's a good point. So what can we do to make other portals? We could make... So the problem with this is that whatever you do, it's still going to be a portal to get to a new dimension, right? Or some sort of similar representation. Like, so the first example that comes to mind for me would be the wardrobe that goes to Narnia or something, right? So you have a closet thing you can build, right? So do you mean that you don't want portals at all, or do you want, like, you go into this closet, it's just a different style of portal? Because it feels like it would still be difficult to do anything other than a portal to just make it look different, right? You could totally make something that looks similar to a portal, but not be, or doesn't look similar to a portal, but still be a portal, right? So like the closet idea. Otherwise, I think maybe if you made it so that way you could do interaction with a specific block that teleports you somehow, maybe. The example for that would be like Harry Potter or Portkey, right? So like you touch the object and then it teleports you somewhere somehow. Something that is not a portal but is a portal. So yeah, the default portal block is boring, is kind of the idea there. And the portal styles they have are kind of anticlimactic, right? Another portal and the end portal are basically the same thing, just one's horizontal, one's vertical. There's not a whole lot of creativity to that. I see where you're coming from with that, totally. So yeah, like Twilight Forest, have you played that mod? I know you've played that mod because it was on the Crescent servers. Twilight Forest portals were kind of cool. Like you had to have like a specific formation of flowers or whatever to get there. But I totally think a Narnia mod could work. You have to build the closet and then you have to go through the closet. I wonder if somebody's done that. That's actually curious. But if I tab out, I will crash. I have my laptop. What am I doing? Okay, so let's find out. Minecraft mod Narnia. I'm sure somebody's done this. There's no way. There's maps for it, okay. Yeah, there's a discussion from 2011 saying that somebody needs to make a Narnia World mod. I don't think it ever went anywhere. Yeah, somebody said they were thinking of making it themselves, but they never did it. That's disappointing. That could be really cool. Maybe we need to do this. I think we totally have gotten to the point where I've decided I need to start making Minecraft mods. We have convinced me. How high do we want this ship to go up, yeah? Let's find out. Alright, so if we're up here, we already feel pretty high. Let's see about here. Here. Yeah, this is the height, I think. Okay, so we need to go up 2 more staircases. It's fine. I think this will actually be kind of cool because we're also going to need to start moving the staircases inward a little bit. Maybe? No, actually we don't. Alright, that's fine then. Definitely need to make more stairs. That's a cool idea. Sleeping after a potion. I like that. There needs to be more concepts like this. You are absolutely certainly right. Like, holy crap. That sounds awesome. What mod was that? Do you know? Like off the top of your head? Because that sounds interesting. It's creative as hell. Oh, I may have made a mistake here. Alright, dog, you need to come over here and then just chill. In the way constantly. I may have made a mistake with the siding of this boat, because if this is a staircase, it should not be going over the edge of the boat. Oh no. Alright. So the top stair should be... Witchery mod. Okay. That sounds super interesting. I'm gonna have to check that out, because as much as I don't normally play mods, that concept is really cool, and I just want to see what else they did, because if they're creative enough to do something like that, I'm sure there's other creative cool stuff inside that mod. Alright, yeah, we made a mistake somewhere. Oh no, more drowned. I wish I had a bow. Oh, okay. Get in my boat? Really? I mean, that makes it easier to kill you, but like... And then the dog teleports. What the hell? Alright, okay, so... Oh, no, I did not make a mistake. I just neglected to build up this staircase, I think. Okay, so we're gonna have the same problem here. Actually, don't think that's an issue. Like, it'll look like the staircase like curves in. Yeah, this is fine, says the dog in the burning house. Yeah, I like it. It works. So other teleportation techniques. I'm kind of interested to see what we could come up with for that. Potion going to sleep. That's really cool. What if the trying to think of something like, because I would like something else I'd like to see is like deeper levels of the nether, right? So like, what if you were able to find a way to break through maybe the bedrock or something, and maybe it wasn't actually bedrock, maybe they added some sort of soft bedrock to the nether, so where you could break into like different layers of the nether, so it's like the layers of hell or something, right? That would be cool. Maybe, I mean, the end already kind of has those like teleportation things, but those aren't really portals to a new dimension, or organic. Yeah. I think it'd be cool if like you could so right now the witches' huts, they're essentially useless, right? So what if you could like get inside of cauldrons or something and be transported somewhere? I don't know. That's not, maybe that's a stretch, but like I feel like the entire world of witches and stuff in Minecraft could be explained further and like taken further to have more cool stuff behind them. Because right now they just kind of throw potions at you and scream, and that's useless. Instead of obsidian for making portals, use blocks from the others, you have to find a way in. Yeah, I mean, even that, like, it adds another layer of complexity, right? It's like a progression thing, so you don't have to, like, everything is accessible from the overworld as it is right now. Why can't you go to the nether and then, like, from the nether, make it to another dimension, right? Like, or the end could go to, like, some other place, right? If you kill the dragon, then suddenly you can, I don't know, go somewhere else. They have those teleporter things I was mentioning before, but those things are just like different coordinates inside the same dimension, right? So what if you had like like if you look at the achievements, right? So, or advancements, right? So like if you unlock one thing, you can go do other things, right? So that needs to be explored in dimension exploration. I think I mean, you kind of get that with some of the mods that explore space, right? Planet to planet or whatever. Because you need certain things from one planet to get to another planet. But that's, I mean, meh. That's cool and all, but like, I feel like the concept quickly gets boring. But if you had like one dimension that led to another dimension, like I was saying before, the layers of hell or whatever, that would be really cool to explore. Because you like go through one layer of hell, and I mean, I feel like people would be inclined to base that off of boss progression. Like you kill one boss in one place and then you get to the next one, right? But I don't know that that would be the right way to do it. I keep forgetting about my boats, and now both my boats are over there. I knew this was going to happen. Anyway, I wouldn't want it to all be based on boss progression, right? Maybe you can just find secrets or something in the world. Like, I like the idea of crawling through into Narnia or something, and then maybe finding another world inside of Narnia, like the turtles all the way down theorem, or like concept, right? Like, there's always something bigger below it. I think that would be cool to explore in Minecraft. You could always, you know, have something deeper, and that would be a good, like, it would line up really well for development cycles for the developer too, right? So like you release one dimension, and then like people have all this time to explore all the stuff that you've added in this dimension, and like what it means to be in this dimension, what kind of stuff, like mobs are there. You don't even have to make it super big. You can have a barren wasteland that like has nothing in it, and people will explore it whether or not there's anything there or not. So the idea of like Oblivion from the Elder Scrolls comes to mind, right? Like a bunch of abandoned fortresses in this barren wasteland, but people explored the hell out of that. So as they have time to develop things, like they can just develop new dimensions that you can access from other dimensions. You just have to come up with new ideas of how to reach the next dimension. It'd almost be like a puzzle, and I think that would work really well for a Minecraft mod. I definitely need to get some sort of banners to put right here. 100%. There needs to be banners hanging from here. Okay. Continuing on. So, other techniques of getting to another dimension. What else would be a sweet way to get to a new dimension? So the concept of lighting something on fire has already been explored, right? That's the nether portal, or the nether portal. But I feel like that was a, like, it's not really on fire, is it? It's just kind of like it turns into a purple portal after you light it. But you could use fire as like a concept for another realm, right? Like, I don't know how to explain that. Like, ooh, you know what would be a cool idea? You know, it's something they need to add to Minecraft world generation anyway. They need to add volcanoes. 100% they need to add volcanoes. And if you have volcanoes, why can't you have, like, an entire city, like villages, like the Goron, or the Goro, or how do you say it? The Gorons from Zelda? Like, that could be villagers in Minecraft. Think about that, Mojang. But in addition to that, you could explore these like volcanoes and find new access points to the nether. That would be hella cool. Like, I think I just came up with the next Mojang update. I need to go like contact. Okay, so I just realized these Harry Potter cabins are not going to be Harry Potter cabins. They're totally 100% going to be the captain's cabin. This is a thing now. Anyway, I like the volcano idea. That's patenting that right now. That's my concept, my idea. I'm making volcanoes in Minecraft. That is going to be my first mod. That sounds like it's not going to be too hard, and also I can make it as new access points to the nether. That's just like an easy win right there. That's the edge. You think of that, Brandon? Access points to the nether based on volcanoes that generate in the world. And you can have villagers spawn in them. You're like all blacksmiths, you know? Like, they're adding villager roles. So why not have a bunch of blacksmiths, you know? And you could also have like volcano eruptions. That'd be super cool. You ended up making Hawaii. I want to do this now. So I think after today's stream, that is what I'll be doing. I will be investigating Forge and the API behind it because I want to make a Minecraft mod now. You have successfully gotten me excited to make a Minecraft mod. And it's going to be simple. Though apparently world generation can be kind of screwy, so we'll see. Because playing nice with other mods is a difficult task when you do world generation. I'm not sure how that works. Load order for plugins is kind of the same idea, except like this is now editing terrain, and if you've already edited that terrain, how can another mod do it? I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I think that I'm gonna take that idea and I'm gonna run with it. So we have volcanoes, right? So like underwater volcanoes as well could be a thing. I think they already added that in 1.14. There's like heat vents underwater. There's no reason those can't be connected to real volcanoes. So I think that's got to be a thing too. Alright, so we got our captain's cabin here. We gotta fill out the ceiling still. Do we want our captain's cabin to have a skylight? Is our captain super pimp? He definitely needs windows down there. I think we're gonna skip on the skylight, because this is where our steering thing is gonna be. Definitely gonna need to get some sand to make some glass though for like windows inside the cabin. Alright, we have our platform. Back of the ship. It's actually kind of starting to resemble a boat a little bit. I'm actually pleasantly shocked. Oh, staircases. Yeah, that looked really cool. The water? I guess it was because there was a shadow here. Yeah, the water like lets light bleed back in. That is super cool. Man, ray tracing is wild. Alright. What? Yeah, you thought the same way I did. The wheel has to go above the cabin. Alright, so I have no idea how to build a wheel in Minecraft. What am I gonna do to make a wheel? I need to make fences. 100%. New recipe for fences is fucky. I say new recipe, but this has been a thing for literally like probably over a year now. There we go. That should be enough to start off. Oh, I don't like that they don't connect. I might have to just bite the bullet here and do that. That doesn't look too bad. I might just make like wood underneath them. Well, I mean, there'll be a trim on the boat anyway, so yeah, let's do it. Why did I just... Can I still... Oh, I can still do that. Alright, sweet. That'll be our boat trim. Alright, so we got volcanoes and access points to the nether. What would end up going to the end, right? Like, what goes to the end? How do you change end portals to be less boring? Because you're right, they are kind of boring. I mean, the whole fortress thing that you have to find is kind of cool. I like it, but it is very vanilla, and it could be better. So, why not, you know? This needs to be a little more subtle. So, getting to the nether, or the end. Instead of the end portal. Trying to think. Honestly, you could probably, like I was saying before, maybe like connect the nether to the end, because like the end's name is very like definitive, right? It's like, hey, I'm the end. Like, there's nothing else after this. So, changing what comes after the end is just, I don't think it is a good idea. It's definitely a part of the game that I wouldn't want to change, just because it's been that way for so long. But that doesn't mean the end is actually the end, right? There's more content. I mean, they've added more content that you can do other than the end. After the dragon, you usually go for the wither, or like the guardians and the water temples and stuff. So it's not really. I need to make this light, or I'm gonna get a lot of mobs again. In fact, we have these handy dandy fencings. Let's just use them. Anyway, the idea of after the end does not compel to me at all, but other ways to get to the end. So, existing things, I don't know. I don't think there's a good way to bridge that gap. Like, the idea with the volcanoes, adding them to get to the nether, that's based on the idea that you add volcanoes, right? So, another thing that you could add to get to the end, I like the idea of killing the dragons change something in the base world because killing the dragon is also anticlimactic. That's a good point too. Maybe if you kill the end dragon, then it becomes Skyrim on the overworld. I don't know. You get like other dragons suddenly showing up that were like being suppressed by the big Ender dragon, the big bad boss Ender dragon. But other than that, it'd be kind of cool if you could find like dragon caves in the overworld, and then have those lead to the end, right? So like you have all these dragons that like don't exist in the overworld, but at some point maybe they did. We're just turning Minecraft into Skyrim now. But what if they did at some point, right? What if at one point dragons roamed the overworld and you were just like here to, I don't know, find your way to the end dragon and kill the final dragon. That might work. I have no idea what I'm doing with building. I'm not sure what I should do for a like a steering wheel kind of thing, or a not sure what you'd call it, but a yeah, you know what I'm talking about. But we'll think about that. I think that looks good for now though, for up here. Definitely got to add the steering here, but I think we're good for now. We can focus on something else. We got to get these sides of the ship done, and we got to build the front. And we got to build a mast too, and of course the under cabin. And we got to pimp out the cabin for the captain, because he's too important to not have a captain. What about killing? So, if you kill the end dragon, you get like something changed on the overworld, right? Like, is there anything that you'd want to change in the overworld for explaining, or for you got a heart from Stoda. Okay, cool. Anyway, is there anything that you'd want to see change in the overworld based on killing the Wither, or like having explored the Nether? Like, I like the idea that pigmen can come through the Nether portal and bridge the gap to the overworld, but if you block off your Nether portal, that doesn't really happen too much, right? What if when you build another portal, it kind of like the terrain creeped into the overworld just a little bit, right? So like you place down another portal, and then over time the grass blocks around it turn into netherrack and like end up getting on fire and prevent you from, like, I don't know, maybe if you built a wall around it or something, it would still allow mobs to get outside of that area. Stronger mobs. Yeah, for sure. Minecraft does need them. Unfortunately, it's really hard to do that without adding yet another dimension. I mean, I guess you could do it in the Nether in the end, but people just, I don't know if they'd go for that. Versus if you add a logical progression to something harder, it'd make more sense, I guess. Because you want new players to not get destroyed. I feel like after a certain amount of bosses, you should unlock more mobs because the end dragon is deterring you. Okay, yeah. That's a good concept too. What if there was like a boss after the end dragon too, though? Like, what if there was somebody who was controlling the end dragon, who was like, the end dragon was their minion of some sort, and then after you kill the end dragon, he's like, oh shit, I need to like send more stuff after this survivor. Oh, okay. Phantoms are in this update. Ow. I love the idea of phantoms, by the way. These things are super cool. Like, they only show up if you haven't slept in more than 3 days. And that's just an awesome concept. What? Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's true. Like, it is the end dragon. The logical end of things. That does not get rid of phantoms. Oh, they burn. Good. I did not know that. That's kind of funny. Alright. I think probably should move everything into the captain's cabin now. Space for this. Oh, that's what I can do with this. Just like turn this into a crafting section. Oh, that like works out perfectly. I like this. This cabin's gonna be dope. The bed is being off center and it's triggering me. Achievement system should get like yeah, for sure. The achievement system definitely needs like this needs an overhaul, in my opinion. Like you can do like it almost looks like it got worse. Like it used to be a bigger tree that made one logical progression, but now it just feels kind of random in here now and trimmed down. But if they overhauled achievements, that would be really cool, and you could even lock things behind achievements. I really like that about mod packs. Like in mod packs you end up having like certain things put behind a wall of like achieving something in a mod pack, right? So why is it that with anything else, like, you can't just make it so that the achievement system is, like, blocking you from doing certain things? I guess that would be kind of defeating the purpose of Minecraft, the idea. Like, you can do anything, you know, but you can't do this until you've done this one thing. Oh, this is a pain. But in general, the overhaul of the achievement system is way overdue. Way overdue. And there's a lot of opportunities for things like that with it. Like, the idea of blocking things behind other things anyway. Like, for example, if you've not made certain potions, maybe lock the certain types of arrows behind it. I mean, that's something that they could probably overhaul with the new like the blacksmithing table and the fletching table. Those don't actually do anything yet, but when they do, they can make it so that way you have to progress logically through some sort of achievements to unlock new recipes, right? I mean, it might be a little annoying for people who've played Minecraft for a long time, and maybe they can make it optional, but it would definitely be, for one, a way to teach new Minecraft players how to do certain things, right? A lot of people just won't touch Minecraft because it's so expansive. Like, you have so much that you can do, but they have no clue how to do almost most of it, or pretty much any of it. Like, you punch a tree, now what? They have that recipe book thing, but, like, I found that thing really clunky to use. I did not like it. But if you put things behind achievements that they know that they have to achieve, then that makes a logical progression to things. Yeah, that's a good point. You do need nether warts. I don't think you can find nether warts in any way on the overworld. You might be able to. You might be able to find it at a dungeon, but I don't think so. I had never dumped all my stuff in that chest. Either way, though, yeah, there could be more progressions like that. For example, you could make it so that if you don't have netherrack, you can't do something. Like, other things like that. Maybe if they made it so that, no, never mind. I was gonna say something really stupid with, mushrooms, because, like, you know, you find mushrooms in the nether, but, like, that would require taking it away from the world. That would just be dumb. But they could add other things like that. Like, you have those nether fruit, but, like, I don't think you actually do anything with the nether fruit yet. I think you maybe make those levitation things, but that's It's not super required to get to any other play, like any other elements of the game. I am down to 1 iron. I need to go mining again. That sucks, because, like, mining sucks. That's the other thing. Mining needs a huge revamp. Like, we need new ores. We need new tiers of armor. We need new tiers of tools. We need, like, new cave generation. Cave generation has not changed in forever. Ravines could be more dynamic. They don't really change. They're just cuts in the earth. They're almost always shaped the same way. It's just based on length at this point. And that unlocks a lot of potential for different progressions. Like, if you have all these new ores, you could suddenly have progressions through new tool sets. It becomes Tinker's mod, right? But not quite as advanced as Tinker's mod, I guess. But you also could limit the way you access new dimensions based on, like, what ores you have available to you. This turtle is in the way. But also brewing could get a lot more interesting too. You could do, like, adding different types of ore to your potions to make certain effects. Like, and those effects make it so that, like, you could totally steal the mod concept of taking a potion and waking up in a different dimension. There's already, like, pseudo Minecraft lore about, like, having weird dreams, right? So why is it that you can't have weird dreams that make you wake up somewhere else? I like that idea a lot, but I don't see Mojang doing it, unfortunately. I think what they're gonna do for updates is, like, add shiny stuff like this that'll attract people to the game temporarily, and then, like, have these, like, little bumps of, like, super easy glamorous stuff that gets the old player base attention but also draws new people to the game. I unfortunately don't see a new dimension being a thing, which sucks, because I think that's the direction they kind of need to go. They need to go whole new world. Like, Minecraft needs to be even more expansive, and I don't know that they're going to do that. They're just going to add more things to populate the existing world. But that doesn't mean you can't have progression. Like, you could always add more ores. Something to go between diamond and iron, maybe. I don't know how useful that'd be, because people have already gotten diamond mining down to a science, right? So you would probably just skip that intermediary step. I find it hard to think of anything that they'd put after diamond. So unless they're going to make diamonds a lot harder to get or something, I don't see that being a super likely outcome, you know? But they've been talking about doing a mining rig, and it's been a popular topic on YouTube for a while with other creators. Basically rallying the community around the idea that we need a mining update. And I agree 100% wholeheartedly needs to happen. So that's definitely viable, but I don't know what to do with it. I think they're waiting on having the blacksmithing table actually functional, because if they have that functional and they have different types of metals, it'll make a whole new progression with metals and crafting and stuff. Did I just find a mine shaft? I believe I did. How convenient. Oh! Yeah. Okay. Well. Oh, did I just lose my way back up? Okay. There's iron up there. That's nice. I lost the spot that I came down at. I mean, it was a good thing I'm streaming it, but, like, I have no sense of direction right now. What the actual hell? Did I fall down 2 layers? No. Oh. Okay, it's not a spawner. Good. They could also totally do something with these mine shafts, now that we're on the topic of, like, progression. Like, Why is it that mine shafts don't actually do anything for you? What if you found like a minecart that took you somewhere? Like, that'd be pretty cool. That lava looks really cool. I am actually seriously lost. Did I not come down here? Crap. I came down on like a shaft thing, right? So I don't believe I fell more than 2 blocks. I'm actually confused with how I came down here. Wow, it's already 1:15. Okay. I think I'm gonna figure out how to get out of this mine shaft and then call the stream a day, because it's getting later. But first we need to figure out how to do this. But anyway, mine shafts. Like, you could find a minecart that takes you somewhere, or you could find, like, the remains of, like, a village at the end of it or something. I feel like it's an unexplored vector that, Mojang missed out on. I mean, the game's name is Minecraft. There's so much potential with that. I think that at one point there was the whole Herobrine thing. Herobrine's the whole guy that's mining and all that, but obviously that just became more of like a urban legend / meme and was never ever actually expanded on. Dude, I'm fairly certain I didn't come down. Like, I'm pretty sure it was in this tunnel, because this is where the creeper exploded. And, like, revealed more tunnel or something. So it had to be, like... Oh, right here. Yep. Creeper blew up. Wow, I'm blind. Alright. Let's make ourselves a bridge back up. Well, I hope you had a good day at work, Brennan. That is, I don't know. I mean, work's good, but, like, almost always would rather be at home. Alright, cool. Found our way. Oh, bonker head a little bit. Trigger one of the viewers. Okay, cool. Get back to our boat. Or our boat in progress, rather. I think I need to add, like, an overhang on the back here. It makes it look more like the back of a boat. Because right from the outside, it kind of looks very vanilla. And add some texture to it. Alright. I think that will be it for today's stream. Today was much more entertaining with the stream. Yeah, well, I appreciate it. I had a good time. I still suck at building, but I've made progress, I believe. If we do make this into an entire fishing village, that'd be hella cool. I might play a little bit of this off stream occasionally, just to make the progress go a little bit quicker, because it's gonna take forever. And I have a lot of gaps at school that I could just load this world up on my laptop and play on. Alright, well, thanks for watching, Brennan. I appreciate it. Whoever else was watching that was here the whole time, because it says 2 watching, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by, Arsenal, and the other guy that stopped by. I cannot find your name in the chat at this point. It's just kind of gone. Oh, thank you, Vice, for stopping by. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.